righty, our guest today is a 6-foot guard from the University of Iowa, the NCAA all-time Division I scoring leader, the first pick of the WNBA draft, WNBA assist leader, all-star, and 2024 WNBA Rookie of the Year. She's the most requested guest in the history of our show, and the Time Magazine Athlete of the Year, Miss Caitlin Clark. Please welcome everyone. Yeah.
Caitlin Clark, the standout basketball player from the University of Iowa, has taken the sports world by storm. Standing at 6 feet tall, Caitlin is not just a player, but a force to be reckoned with. She holds the title of the NCAA Division I all-time scoring leader, and she was the first pick in the WNBA draft. On top of that, she holds the WNBA assist leader title, has been named an all-star, and is the 2024 WNBA Rookie of the Year.
No, it was always a big deal. My dad always had them on, whether we were in the basement, whether we were upstairs. A lot of times my family would be cooking. My mom is like the best chef of all time. So she would oftentimes make really good food while we were watching, but that's what I really looked forward to most on Sundays. You know, there wasn't obviously college sports, but, you know, we would be watching the Chiefs, and I would be upset if they lost, and I still am. Like every Sunday, that's what, you know, is usually the brightest part of my day is turning on the TV and watching the
Her rise to fame is nothing short of extraordinary. But what truly sets her apart is her ability to not only dominate on the court, but also to inspire those who follow her. Recently, Caitlin was a guest on the popular New Heights podcast, hosted by NFL superstars Jason and Travis Kelce.
How many accolades did we leave off? How many accolades do you have right now at this point, Caitlin?
I think you might have made some up. I don't know.
Yeah, well, I don't think so. I'm pretty sure on that. I feel like you're kind of like Wayne Gretzky for basketball right now.
Gretzky.
The amount. If you go to the Wikipedia page and you look at like the list of like awards and achievements, it's like endless. It is. Yeah, we had to limit it to this list just to get the show started.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
For any accomplishment, I guess, of all these accolades that has meant the most to you?
Oh gosh, that's a good question. Well, I'd give you the answer my mom would say is probably academic All-American. She was proud of me for being a good student in college. So
that's that answer.
Nobody
Love
talks
that
about
answer
that.
from mom.
That's what I'm talking about.
I did all right in school, so hung in there. But other than that, I mean, they're all cool, but you don't really care. It kind of just comes with it. It comes with having fun. And
This podcast episode became a landmark moment as Caitlin took the time to share stories about her journey, her mindset, and the way she approaches life in sports. Her appearance was much anticipated, and she certainly did not disappoint. The Kelce brothers, known for their humor and quick wit, opened the show by acknowledging Caitlin's impressive list of achievements. Jason Kelce joked that Caitlin's resume made theirs look short, giving a glimpse into how Caitlin is perceived.
the Time Athlete of the Year was cool too, just because you see the list of like all the athletes that they've had prior to me, and a lot of those people I idolized growing up, and LeBron's been the only other basketball player. So, and it's cool as a woman, like they haven't had many females on the cover too. So for women's sports, it's kind of special, but you know, just kind of comes with playing the game and having fun, as you guys know. That's
how long have you been a part of the kingdom?
I'm sorry, Jason. That's
You can apologize to me. I'm honorary member.
I'm a Midwest kid, so there's this picture that's been circulating a couple years ago when I was on Peyton Eli's Monday Night Show, where I'm in a full Chiefs outfit. I had family in Kansas City, and I grew up in Des Moines, Iowa, which is only 3 hours from Kansas City. So that's just the closest NFL team. So my dad was a big Chiefs fan growing up.
Not just in the basketball world, but across all sports. The fact that two NFL superstars are acknowledging Caitlin's monumental accomplishments is a testament to how far she has come. Caitlin was immediately thrown into the spotlight when she was asked about the countless accolades she has earned in her career so far. Her list of records includes over 40 records during her senior season at Iowa and a staggering 62 records in her first year in the WNBA.
People think I'm like a bandwagon Chiefs fan. I'm like, no, I was there before Patrick and Travis. Like we were.
I love it.
We were ride or die. So we've been big fans, and now obviously all the success you guys have had has made it a lot of fun for us.
Who was your childhood like?
My brother loved Tony Gonzalez. Like that was
Tony
his guy.
G.
Yeah.
What a guy.
So
He was the chief.
We would go to like one game a year growing up with my cousins down in Kansas City.
Oh, that's so
and we
cool.
still try to go. We went to the Christmas Day game last year. I think the year before you might have played on Christmas Eve, maybe. We went to that. We were sitting outside for that one. My toes were like about to fall off. My fingers about to fall off. I don't get how you guys play in that type of weather, but it's fun. And like obviously
we got heaters on the sideline. They let us cheat.
Arrowhead's not super time. So hopefully I can make it to a Chiefs game here soon. Maybe a playoff game or something. So
I'll tell you what, we punched our ticket, so we're definitely we're gonna at least have. I would assume we at least got one at Arrowhead, but you know, you're invited to them all. So
all right, appreciate you guys. Thank you so much.
Caitlin's Wikipedia page, which houses a long list of her achievements, is so extensive that the site had to create a separate page just for her accomplishments. This sheer number of records speaks volumes about her work ethic, her skill, and her relentless drive to succeed. Despite all the recognition, Caitlin remains incredibly humble. When asked about which accomplishment meant the most to her, she mentioned being named an academic All-American, a title her mother cherishes. Caitlin made it clear that while the accolades are great, they're simply byproducts of doing what she loves, playing basketball.
you heard you got your first recruiting letter in 7th grade.
Yeah.
Is this true?
Yeah. So at the time, like,
That's insane.
It's insane.
Were you
It's
playing
honestly-
with high schoolers at this point?
yeah, it's honestly sad. Like, where college like recruitment has kind of gone, it's just insane. But also,
I got you.
I feel very fortunate. Like, my parents were just like, they told my older brother, like, go get the mail. Like, we don't want your sister to see that. They like wanted me to be in 7th
that's
grade and
cool.
like enjoy middle school and like hang out with your friends. Like, you shouldn't be worrying
I
about
love
where you're going
that.
to college.
I love that so much.
Yeah, so I didn't really take any visits until like after my freshman year of college, and then I didn't decide until my senior year. So I was never in a rush, and my parents did a really good job of like make sure, you know, I have a good circle around me. Like, it wasn't always about college recruitment. I wasn't like posting my offers. Like, also that wasn't really a thing when I was growing up. So.
She emphasized that breaking records was never her goal, and she did so simply by enjoying the game. For Caitlin, the journey is more important than the destination, and that mindset is what makes her such an authentic and beloved figure in the world of sports. Among her many accolades, Caitlin also reflected on being named Time Magazine's Athlete of the Year. She explained that this recognition wasn't just about her, but for women's sports in general. Caitlin said it was an honor to join the ranks of legendary athletes like LeBron James, the only other basketball player to receive this accolade. She also pointed out that, as a woman, her presence on the cover of Time was a win for women's sports. Her perspective on the recognition was clear. It was bigger than herself.
It is now. I mean, it had to be close to when you were growing up. I mean,
Yeah, it was close. Like, people were starting to do it, like post like, oh, I got an offer from here, I got an offer from here.
and especially in basketball.
Now it's all you see on social media. It's like only people talk about. It's crazy. But obviously times have changed too. But
Oh, times have changed.
yeah, it's 7th grade was wild. And I was playing up like 2 years. So I was playing with high schoolers. But yeah, I didn't really like think anything of it. Like, I was just going out there and hooping and having fun, and it's kind of just what came with it. And like, you come in as a rookie, and like you said, like, you're trying to figure out a new environment, new teammates. Like, you don't want to say too much, you don't want to say too little, and it's just so hard. But like in my scenario, and obviously you guys too, like, you're already highly thought of. Like, people are turning to you to like be something or be someone. So it's hard. Like, you're trying to get your feet wet, but also not do too much. And I think that's kind of what I struggled in early on, is like, I don't know what to say. I don't know how to say it. I don't know how they're going to react.
She understood the significance of her role in pushing the boundaries for women in sports. As the interview continued, Caitlin shared some personal stories about her childhood and her deep connection to the Kansas City Chiefs. Growing up in Iowa, Caitlin always supported the Chiefs, making her connection to the team long before their recent success with quarterback Patrick Mahomes and tight end Travis Kelce. Caitlin humorously made it clear that she's not a bandwagon fan, but has been following the team since her youth. She spoke about attending games with her family and how she and her cousins would make a tradition of going to one game every year. Caitlin's genuine passion for the Chiefs is clear, and her admiration for the team and its players, especially Travis Kelce, added a fun and personal touch to the interview.
For not knowing, you nailed it.
Yeah.
Who else?
But also, like, I had a lot of really good vets around me too, so I feel very grateful for that. And we had a fairly young team too, so like people had been through it fairly recently, so they knew how I felt. But like, I feel like that definitely is a huge challenge, and that goes for whatever professional sport. Like, you're trying to learn, but also people are looking at you like you got to perform and like be what they drafted you to be.
I love Aaliyah Boston pouring into this young rookie. It's supposed to be hard. This is an adjustment period, and Aaliyah making sure that her rookie knows we have your...
For me, I just wanted to get ahead of it because I know this transition is tough. Just being undrafted and being a rookie, it's very unlikely that a vet, just take you in when you got the same position.
In addition to Caitlin's love for the Chiefs, the discussion shifted to her basketball career. Caitlin recounted her early basketball days, sharing how the sport has been a part of her life for as long as she can remember. She told the Kelces about playing against boys and her journey through middle school, where she began to stand out. A surprising moment in the interview came when Caitlin revealed that she received her first college recruiting letter in 7th grade. While most kids her age were dealing with typical middle school drama, Caitlin was already on the radar of major basketball programs. She spoke about how her parents kept things grounded for her during that time, ensuring she wasn't overwhelmed by the pressure of college recruitment at such a young age.
My eardrum popped and like ruptured, and I knew it right away because I've done it before, and I was just like, it hurts so bad. I don't know if you guys have ever done that, but
I've done it. How did you do it before? Can I guess?
I was too. Oh yeah, guess. It was very Midwestern.
You did it in water. You did it in water. Something
correct.
with water.
I got launched off a tube.
Why did you just get so excited? What are you, some brainiac?
That's how I did mine. I went off the diving board and tried to do as many flips as I could and smack my side of my head in the Heights High School swimming pool.
Jason was a male swim cadet, so he had...
This wasn't during swim cadet. Don't put me on blast like that.
That's funny, but yeah, I got launched off a tube in the middle of a lake. I was like underwater. I'm like, am I okay?
That's some Midwest stuff right there.
But yeah, so that was my welcome to the W.
Caitlin continued to share how, despite being recruited early, she didn't rush into college visits or decisions. She took her time and made sure that she enjoyed her high school years, thanks in part to the great support system around her. She expressed how her parents made sure she had a solid circle of people around her to guide her, not focusing on college recruitment, but rather her development as a person and player. This insight into Caitlin's upbringing demonstrates the humility and grounded nature that she still carries with her today.
I would say, like, I don't know, life-changing maybe?
That's a great one. I think
really
and
that's...
like, all in a good way. Like, I mean, things just change really fast, like, as you guys know. Like, that's just how the world works, and especially with social media, people see a lot of your life, but that's what makes it fun and why I've had so many cool opportunities too. So it's crazy, like, looking back at a year ago today or around this time, like, I was just beginning my senior year of college. And obviously, people knew who we were and people attended our games, but it's obviously not on the magnitude that it is now. So like, life just changes fast, but that's what makes it fun and cool. And quickly started a new chapter of my life too, like moving here to Indianapolis, and feel lucky I'm still in the Midwest. I know you guys like the Midwest, so.
I've been in the Midwest my entire life. Jason's officially an East Coaster now.
Yeah, but Philly, of all the East Coast cities, kind of has like some Midwest feel to it.
It's the most west.
I don't think Philly wants to hear that. They'll probably hate that I said that, but whatever.
Yeah, they're not gonna like that comment. They want to be far from the Midwest.
No doubt.
Reflecting on her rookie season in the WNBA, Caitlin talked about the challenges of adjusting to a new environment, new team, and the pressure of being highly regarded even as a rookie. She shared how it was a balancing act of fitting in with the team while still standing out as a player who was expected to lead. Caitlin mentioned that it was tough to find her voice at first, as she didn't want to say too much or too little, but she learned how to navigate these challenges with the support of her teammates.
What are your suspicions potentially as to why the NBA ratings would be down?
Honestly, like, I feel like the average just like basketball fan doesn't understand how good NBA players are, and they think it looks like they're not trying. I promise you they're trying. They're just like so good. Like, that's why it looks like they're not trying. And obviously the physicality of the league has changed a lot, and I wasn't around when it was like much more physical, and maybe people want more like beef and physicality and people think it's gone soft, but I think that's also because the skill has just changed. And like great about basketball, like it's always evolving. Like it's going to be different than when MJ played. It's going to be different in 10 years than it is now. So it's hard for me to like put my finger on like why it has gone down. And also it's competing against a lot of football right now. You have to take that into consideration. Like football is just, you know, that's America's favorite thing. I think people should like, I mean, I love 3-point shooting. I love seeing guys just like launch threes, but not everybody loves that. So I don't know.
Caitlin took a moment to highlight the importance of her veteran teammates who helped her make the transition into professional basketball. She expressed gratitude for the guidance and mentorship she received, acknowledging that it wasn't just her individual talent, but the collective support of her teammates that made her rookie year a success. Her ability to give credit to others shows just how much Caitlin values teamwork and humility, which is a big part of her character.
What do you think about a 4-point line?
I love that. Let's do it.
That's actually
a great idea.
Genius. That is
genius. 4-point line.
How does the criminal justice major come up with the best marketing plan right here?
Sometimes you just got to open your eyes, Jason. Look at the sheet of paper in front of you.
Or we could get like just 2 spots.
Yeah.
What about you're saying that everybody's questioning how physical the game is. What do you think a hockey style fight once a game? Just everybody picks a fighter.
Who doesn't like a
boxing gloves?
So
2-minute penalty boxing. You can come back in. You don't get ejected.
That's what I'm saying.
All right.
Got some
and that's when I loved it. I think it should be East versus West. Like that's true All-Stars. Like
no doubt.
East versus West, battle it out.
That's what it was about.
Yeah. So I think that's what it should be, but obviously not the commissioner.
Mm-hmm.
I'm on board for East versus West All-Stars. I think that's the whole point of it. That's why you're an All-Star. The best from the East versus the best in the West play each other. See which side.
The conversation also took a fun turn when Caitlin shared a funny anecdote about her golf game. While Caitlin is a master on the basketball court, golf has proven to be a different challenge. She shared a hilarious story about accidentally hitting a woman with a golf ball during a round, showing that even Caitlin Clark can have her moments of mishap off the court. As the interview wrapped up, Caitlin shared her thoughts on her future, not just in basketball but in the broader world of sports. With a marketing degree in hand, Caitlin expressed interest in staying involved with sports, possibly working in a front office role.
I'm not going to lie. I'm not a fan of any of these in-season tournaments that the NBA is doing.
Yeah, I was actually talking about this today.
How are you, Nana? What is there to not be a fan of?
All the funky floors, and then there's tournaments, and they don't mean crap. Can we just play basketball? Can we just play basketball?
I'm getting like a migraine looking at the neon green floor. I'm like, I did.
You hit a person on a tee box. I don't know how you do that.
Okay.
Who would hit a person on a tee box?
Yeah, I know I can relate. Jason, I don't know if you played in enough pro-ams yet to hit anybody, but
the video that was going viral where I like completely topped it. So it's crazy. Like we're playing like these long par 3s that are like 200 yards. I'm like, I'm not good enough to hit a par 3 like 200 yards. Like, so I whip out my hybrid. I'm like teeing up my hybrid club. Just top it, like straight at fans to the left.
In there.
But I think they dodged it.
Down the third base line.
But I nailed somebody on a different par 3, like some woman, like right in the shoulder, like
shoulder.
And I saw a TikTok like the next day, just like black welt on her arm.
Yeah. Well, that's just how you hit her good. She's got a black.
She said she'd love to work in the operational side of a sports organization, where she could help with free agency and other key areas that contribute to the business of sports. Caitlin's vision for the future extends beyond basketball, and it's clear that she's not just focused on her own success, but on making a lasting impact in the world of sports. Her humility, authenticity, and drive to help others are what make her stand out not only as an athlete, but also as a role model.
Are you more competitive in golf or basketball?
That's hard. I think like golf makes me more mad because I'm not as good at it. Like I'm just like the average hack, and like you want to be good, like you're competitive, just like basketball or football. Like it's like, why am I not good at this? So, and it's an individual sport, and we're used to team sports. So I think that's what pisses me off too. It's like, it's all on me, and I know it's all my fault. So
I share your pain. What would Caitlin Clark be doing? You said you were a marketing major. Would you have gone more into that world, or you think you would have jumped into something else?
Oh man, that's tough. I think if my basketball career would have ended, I still would have loved sports just because it was like such a huge part of my childhood and like what I did.
Yeah.
So I don't know, maybe like try to work in like a front office of a sports organization or something like that. I think that would be cool. Not like the coaching side of it, but like the operations side and getting to do like free agency stuff. And I think that would be really
Whether
cool.
she's playing the game she loves or looking to create opportunities for women in sports, Caitlin Clark is leaving a legacy that goes far beyond basketball. This interview showcased Caitlin Clark in a way that truly highlights why she is one of the most inspiring athletes of our time. Her story is still being written, and with each chapter she continues to break barriers, inspire fans, and elevate the sport she loves. Her achievements are a testament to her talent, but it's her heart, humility, and vision for the future that will continue to resonate for years to come. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss a moment. Click the video on the screen, and we'll see you in the next one.